Hello, good morning. Good morning to my Rizvi College students. Thank you for being persistent in terms of learning. So, let's start with our video 4. Today we are going to discuss this 4 in video 4 the topics which have been mentioned in pages 26 to 40, and the topic names, as you all can see, that is greenhouse effect, that is also known as global warming. I will club these two topics together, and then the most important one full length question we are going to discuss today. This is very crucial and important in terms of your article 21, that is your Constitution of India. It also says that right to life and under article 21 also includes right to have healthy and wholesome environment. That is known as polluter pays principle. So in exam you can expect this question for 12 marks. Let's see these two topics. First of all, we are going to start with this, that is the heading, as you all have seen, that is short note on global warming and greenhouse. So class, as far as these two topics are concerned, we have delivered our notes through Principal Patil sir, and you will find these topics from 26 to 40 onwards here in global warming, and the term how greenhouse effect, that is you also know the greenhouse effect is mentioned as this is a kind of colorable gas which is been produced by a recombination of oxygen under the influence of ultraviolet radiations from the sun. It means in a general parlance that before the sun rays comes to earth, this is far away 16 किलोमीटर ऊपर एक रेखा है, एक रेज है जिसे कहते हैं ओजोन अम्ब्रेला. So this ozone umbrella is a kind of protecting shield which protects the ecological system, the human life of the earth, in order to protect the earth against all the ultraviolet radiations which comes through the sun. And due to this, very serious kind of diseases can also occur, and if this ozone umbrella would have not protected us, there would have been no life onto the earth. So this is the important, this much important you can say ozone umbrella plays in our lives. So this is very prominent and very important also to protect the earth from this ozone depletion, and due to this even India also took very major initiative in terms of ozone protection convention, and for that we also became the signatory in the year 1997 by signing the Kyoto Protocol, which had been held, the convention held in Japan in December 1997. So the emergence and the importance of having this greenhouse effect protection had been widely felt in India and globally, and for that reason it is very mandatory, very much required for every industry and every country to take care of global warming effect, because if this ultraviolet radiation shall not be stopped, then there are the chances that we might face not only just global warming, but this, because of CO2, the carbon dioxide, it will also affect air, aquatic lives, human lives, species, temperature fluctuations. All these things will lead to a very disastrous situation, and as we all are aware, most of the students are from science background. They are also aware of the fact that the very dangerous disease called cancer, and especially skin cancer, can also occur due to this ultraviolet rays. So this is the kind of harsh reality which we all have to accept. And how we can say that, okay, as a general norm, or as a layman, how we can protect and how we can save environment. So we also have the solution. For example, if we will not use chlorofluorocarbons, that means less usage of personal cars and refrigerators, and any kind of sprays we all have seen, they use this poisonous gas. So we can also cut down this situation or usage by using eco-friendly products, and try to avoid refrigerations. So if suppose India is also a signatory of this nuclear explosions uh, trial convention, wherein we also have promised worldwide that we will take every precautionary measure, we will shall not be the contributory in kind of experiments which will lead to such nuclear disaster. So Hiroshima and Nagasaki, these two attacks held in Japan, was the major reason of such kind of disasters, which we all are evident of. And the causes of ozone depletion we all have, and I have tried to complete it in my pages 126 to 40 nicely, that this is because of nuclear explosion and the emissions of jet aircrafts, chimneys, effluents of car engines, and all kind of sprays, refrigerators are the real main contributors. So that means, in short, the less we will use this kind of pollutant, this kind of engines, machines, there are the chances that we might protect our ozone umbrella. So this is our collective responsibility, ethical as well, in order to save our earth. So this is the important as far as the current scenario is concerned. You can expect one short note, of course, based on this topic, because this is something called current burning situation. So I feel that this topic is important as far as your short note is concerned. Now let's take up the most important full length question, that is polluter pay principle. In my earlier lectures also I have mentioned that this question you can expect in exam in two ways. That is, you might get this question indirectly, like in a sentence or in a phrase, that right to have healthy and wholesome environment, which has been conferred upon every citizen of India under Article 21. Explain in brief. Or you might get the question, that is short note on polluter pay principle, or full length question on absolute liability concept. Explain the term Public Liability Insurance Act in the context of Article 21, Directive Principles of State Policy and Fundamental Duties. So this is the question which I have beautifully tried to explain in nutshell, and this is in question answer pattern I have posted in my lecture notes from pages 26 to 40. You all will see some major cases and the judicial activism. This was the outcome after the Lord Denning's judgment in strict liability principle, that was Ryland versus Fletcher's case. We also got the coined concept called absolute liability concept, and the credit goes of course to our judicial activist Justice Bhagwati sir. And this ideology, absolute liability concept, the ideology of polluter pay principle, and the emergence of Public Liability Insurance Act, all these three acts and concept had been coined through this case, that was the disastrous case we all are aware, that is Bhopal gas tragedy case and oleum gas leakage case, 1987's case. So these two cases were the main reason behind enacting of this principle. And as far as our Article 21 is concerned, this was the first time ever which had tried to inculcate this ideology even under Article 21, that is right to life. So first time Justice Bhagwati also held that it is the duty of every citizen, at the same time it is the right of every citizen to have right to have healthy life under Article 21, directive principles and fundamental duties. So whosoever is polluting the environment, they are doing this nuisance, and for this reason they shall be accountable in terms of absolute liability concept. That means there shall be no escape route for them. And this most famous two cases which I have mentioned in my notes in the context of public liability insurance, that is in MP versus State Electricity, MP versus Collectors Mandala 2003 case, that is MP State Electricity Board versus Collector Mandala 2003. It was held in this case that this electricity board had accountable not to comply with the public liability insurance, because the public liability insurance clearly mentions that under section 3 of Public Liability Insurance Act, you don't have to wait for any disaster happen, because if something happens, you can just shrug off your shoulder and by saying that, oh sorry, we don't have the money to pay. So it was already felt and had been observed in this case, that was Bhopal gas case. So Supreme Court had made it mandatory, irrespective of any disaster happens. This is the collective duty, and this is the onus on every industry before setting up of any institution, before starting of any institution, to have public liability insurance. That means they have to have one public insurance before starting any setup, so that if any disaster happens like Bhopal, then they should be in a position to pay off the compensation. So this was held in MP's State Electricity Board. And then again one more case in that was Gyan Prakash versus General Manager Ordnance Factory of MP. It was held by the Supreme Court that under section 3(1) of Public Liability Insurance Act, it is mandatory for every organization, that is industry, factories, institutions, that before starting of their setups, it is their duty to take up public insurance in order to safeguard the interest of public, and they should be in a position to pay off the debts, that is compensation, if something happens unfortunately against the interest of public in general. So that was end of our session, that is topics global warming and polluter pay principles in terms of absolute liability concept, and Article 21, that is right to have healthy and wholesome environment, that is our Public Liability Insurance Act. You might get one short note on this topics, public liability or right to have healthy and wholesome environment. Normally they ask for 12 marks questions, or you can simply say you will get short note on polluter pay principle. So conjointly you can say that these three topics all together can make your full length question. So today in our video number 4 we have finished our topic from 26 to 40. Thank you so much class. Have a nice time.